So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everyone, it's Ho Hong Kong. I am extra festive, extra loud because it's happy 2024.
2024 has arrived. It's done its thing. I mean, I was doubtful yesterday. I was thinking, I'm like, I don't know if it's going to happen, man. You know,
Yeah,
every
I
single
know.
year we're kind of like, I don't know, is this going to be happening? Is it's going to be like 2023, December 32nd? But no, it did it again.
It did it again. The new year is here. Happy New Year, everyone. We hope the hangover is not too bad. I was told a couple of times that we're like kind of like a decent cure for hangover.
Oh, okay.
Like when people are nursing their hangovers.
Yeah,
when
listening
they're-
to us?
Yeah, because
voice is
we're on
soothing?
Monday morning.
Well,
right?
okay, Monday morning, and also like I guess like I don't know why people would think our voices are this makes me not worry about the sunshine and all the loud noises. These
Yeah.
voices are just calming.
I think it's because we're talking so much nonsense that
Yeah.
people can just like forget about the
Yeah,
real
yeah, yeah.
problems.
I think that, you know, like that thing where people, let's say your hand hurts, and they're like the best cure is to like stomp on your foot.
Exactly.
So relatively speaking, like
That
a
was actually
hangover-
the second suggestions for the podcast name.
Yeah,
Foot
exactly.
stomp.
Yeah, foot stomp. Hey, welcome to the Ho Ho Foot Stomp for the hangover people.
Yeah.
We're gonna make you feel the hangover's gone away because we're gonna make you struggle worse even then.
Right. We can probably admit now that this is recorded on the 31st of
Yes.
December.
So we have no idea. Like, I'm actually predicting that the 1st of January is gonna happen.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
However, I'm worried that like because you read, I don't know if you saw in the news, they're saying that tonight, New Year's Eve, is going to have 400,000 people on the waterfront.
Ooh.
Yeah, because they're planning the biggest fireworks display ever.
Oh, okay.
So, and of course, it was banned for the last few years.
Yeah.
So everyone tonight is very
They're
excited.
out. They're out.
So we could also be releasing this in such a bad time after a complete disaster than last night.
Yeah.
And also, if someone listens to this on January 1st and something did happen last night and
Oh,
they're like, oh my
man.
God, this guy's a wizard.
Yeah.
Then this episode will be deleted immediately.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to predict a few things are going to happen. Number one, there's going to be a loud cheer of wahs during the fireworks,
Of
the
course.
classic wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah, right? And you're going to have the competition. Yeah, you're going to have the Kowloon side versus Hong Kong side wahs. Now, I predict that the Chim Sa Choi seafront side is going to be insane. Like that whole Avenue of the Stars kind of
Yeah.
pathway, that's going to be like packed completely.
Yeah.
With like super heavy duty police force
Yep.
watching over. Now, Hong Kong side, you're going to have the Wan Chai side is going to be packed as well. I'm sure Causeway will all be packed. Basically, the whole seafront there.
Yeah.
Until you get to the central side. That's when all of a sudden you'll notice a drop in police force.
Yeah.
And a rise in Rolls Royce cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, get away from me.
Yeah.
And you will see a rise of private security, not so much about public security. So I think that's
Right.
going to happen as well. And of course, the rich and famous will not be on the streets. They will be inside
Yeah.
places such as, I don't know, the Four Seasons.
Right.
They'll be looking down upon you. Why? And going,
All the rooftops and
yeah,
stuff.
exactly. They'll
Yeah.
be like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Exactly.
I wonder if the Ferris wheel has a special thing for New Year's.
They should, but I mean, then again, it's super limited, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I
you only
know.
have that many people who can be on the Ferris wheel at that very time.
Yeah, at that very time.
Yeah, I
that,
mean-
that would be a sick view, though.
I tell you that the
From up
worst
there.
thing would be is that you're on the Ferris wheel, you timed it just right,
Yeah.
and then somehow they sped it up. It's like 11:59. You're still
Yeah.
on the wheel, going like, no,
And then
dude.
and then the bottom, you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
it to
but
be
you're like,
yeah, because
"God."
someone has to be in the bottom. If someone,
Someone
it's kind of
get-
like a metaphor for life. For someone to
Exactly,
be on top,
yeah.
someone has to be in the bottom.
It turns out the
Very popular saying in the gay community, by the way.
that as well. You see how it applies everywhere,
Exactly.
whether it's life, whether it's your sexuality.
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter, man. It's gonna happen for you.
For
Oh
someone.
man! So that, I mean, that's what it is. That probably was the whole. Okay, so when we talk about the Ferris wheel
Yeah.
on the seafront, I bet you anything in the initial briefing when they went to AIA, we're like, all right, okay, guys, okay, we have this idea. We like the first team went up, like, okay, we're gonna have this wheel so it's spin around and round and round, right?
Yeah.
And the AIA is like, nah.
Yeah.
And the next, they come back with the next proposal. Okay, we don't have a wheel. We have a hierarchy of life. We have the deep meaning that is, and in the middle of it, right in the center, not too high, not too low, just a humble middle, you have your logo. You're
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And the logo is part of the whole waterfront display, too.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
pretty
give
cool.
you that. Yeah.
yeah. Their name, like I think they do that with a lot of festival, like similar looking structures all over the world. The same AIA people.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw it in like Melbourne and a couple other places.
I'm not surprised.
I don't know
AIA
what's their
has-
obsession with Ferris wheels, but yeah.
Maybe they just want to, like every city when you see Ferris wheel, oh, that's the AIA Mayfair
Right.
Expressway. You know, I
Oh,
bet you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
think like that's the level of money.
That's
you
another
have.
one I was wondering about. You know how the thing that connects the planes to the terminals
Oh, HSBC, right?
all over the
Yeah.
world? That's crazy,
That's
right?
a-
So you remembered immediately.
Yeah.
It's like almost every airport I can think of, even like random cities in China.
Yeah.
It's still HSBC. How does
No,
why?
but it's smart
I
because that
know.
way, once you land, you're like, oh, they have an HSBC here. Okay, I'm covered. I'm good. I can get my money. You know, I
yeah.
think that's a very smart idea. The moment you land, the first thing you see in this place is HSBC.
That's true.
Yeah, and it
In
makes you
every
kind of
country,
like,
yeah.
and they kind of go like, okay, this is an international bank. Like I
Yeah.
clearly don't have to worry about my money.
We should look that up. Not right now, obviously. We don't look up shit.
Yeah.
But someone maybe can write in and tell us what's the story behind. Like, I get obviously it's like some sort of sponsorship
Yeah.
ad thing, but like,
Yeah.
why? What? There must be a cool story behind why they chose that particular thing.
And right now, just to fill time, we're gonna attempt to guess what that story could be. All right, so this is what okay.
Right.
So I'm guessing there was this design. So HSBC must have like thrown out like a proposal to the world of media and advertising. Like,
Right.
all right, guys, we want people to think as HSBC as the AAAA of banking. All right, and then
Yeah.
everyone came up with the ideas. Like the team number one was like, oh, just change your name to AAAA banking.
Right.
They're like, nah. Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then finally, the other team did not have a brief. They didn't do no preparation.
Maybe
they were
they were
like
hungover.
They were hungover.
Yeah.
But HSBC was like, we need you to come to our do the proposal in person in our offices in Hong Kong.
Right.
And it's probably some random little Middle Eastern advertising company that was like, let's just do it. Who cares, you know? And then they flew all the way into Hong Kong. And then they were like, oh shit, we didn't bring any money. We have nothing, man.
Yeah.
We're broke, man. We're dead. What do we do? They're like, I don't know, man. Do they have a bank here? I don't know how the city works. And when they landed, they're like, that's it.
Yeah.
We need assurance. We need to arrive and know, my bank is
covered.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they go into the proposal meeting room or whatever, right? The truth is actually their team were not really proposing, like trying to do a presentation.
Yeah.
They were literally trying to give an excuse for why they were 5 minutes late. we landed and
Yeah.
we had no money and we were really worried and everything. And then like after they all did that stuff and then the HSBC executive was like, so what's the idea for us? They're like, and that's the story of what you want to avoid your customers ever feeling.
Yeah.
And
it was all planned. Yeah. It
was all
We
planned.
didn't bring money on purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We wanted to see what it was like.
Exactly.
And now imagine that I landed, I'm scared in a new city, I'm lonely, I have no friends, my dog just left me, I'm out of cash. I don't have money in my bank account, but I do know there is a bank account.
Yeah.
Even though it's empty, at least I know you're there. And HSBC was like, I didn't get a word you said,
Yeah.
but I like
But
the
I
fact that
like-
you kept talking.
Yeah.
Let's do this one.
Yeah. When you land, you find us there.
Exactly,
That is actually HSBC greets you before whoever is waiting for you outside.
Exactly.
It
yeah.
is genius.
Very smart over there. Yeah. And let me say another genius is the airports around the world.
Yeah.
To realize they could advertise that space as well.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, that is really smart as well.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
that
like-
space is so precious, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, honestly, these kinds of marketing things should be put everywhere. Like, for example, when they enter the room for a comedy club,
Yeah.
right? There should be like a tunnel that you
Yeah.
have to go in.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
HSBC should market over there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
HSBC, hit us up.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll sell you some ad space on
Exactly. Yeah, and
yeah,
like
the
every
comedy
time
club.
that like you can associate happiness with that, like I'm gonna have a great time, HSBC.
Yeah.
right? I think HSBC should advertise every single tunnel in the world. Wouldn't that be
Yeah,
good?
they just be like, you just have exclusive rights over tunnels.
Exactly.
General
yeah.
tunnels.
Yeah. Then you have like the gray area of like,
Yeah.
well, it's not a tunnel because you have windows on the side.
Yeah.
You see, all these kind of things like
Yeah.
where they're like arguing like, oh, that's not a tunnel.
Yeah, is it connecting two buildings like the Petronas buildings or whatever? Is that a tunnel? That's not considered
I don't think it's a tunnel. Tunnel has to be like I think in ground or something.
Or on ground. Oh, yeah, I guess underground.
yeah,
for a tunnel.
because like tunnel has to go. You have to like drill a hole through it to make it a tunnel.
I love
right?
how you just Google tunnels.
Yeah, exactly.
What do tunnels mean?
Yeah, I'm actually very curious. Like, what qualifies as a tunnel? Mostly because this is the way.
What qualifies as? Can you tell? This is a perfect public holiday episode,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
When everyone's like pretty much having the same kind of like random thoughts,
Yeah.
like hungover, they're like, oh my God, what happened last night? And then you're like, and then you pick up your phone in the middle of the day, it's like, What is a tunnel?
Yeah. Hey, let me put it this way. Not only have we given you a completely different angle that I guarantee nobody talked about, I guarantee no New Year's Eve party had the conversation of why has HSBC got all of the advertising
Yeah,
at
it's
airports.
what is it called? Ramp? It's not even a ramp.
I
What
don't
is
know.
the thing connect?
I don't know.
The
like,
tunnel. It's called the connecting tunnel.
So technically, officially, that's not because the tunnel, the noun, is an artificial underground passage, especially one built through a hill or under a building, road, or river. So it must be an underground passageway.
okay.
So that's a tunnel.
Yeah.
So what HSBC did at the airport is not really a tunnel.
Yeah, okay.
It's like maybe just a tube.
Yeah,
Let's
tube,
let's define tube. So now everybody, if you are like running out of topics to talk to your colleagues on the 2nd of January.
Yeah. Now you already have two things.
Exactly,
Do
you
you know
can
what's
tell
the
them.
difference between tunnel and tube?
You tell them. Fun fact. Did you know a tube actually is a long hollow cylinder of metal, plastic, or glass for holding or transporting something, chiefly liquids or gases, as compared to the tunnel, which has to be an underground passageway through usually like a hill.
Yeah.
Ah.
But it transports people, and sometimes people are full of gases.
Yes.
So that also like doubles as maybe a tube for people.
Hence why in the UK the underground train is also known as the tube,
There you
even
go.
though it's in a tunnel.
Yes, because
You
people
see?
fart on the tube a lot.
That is correct. Yeah, if you've ever been there, you know that, man, let me just say, that warmth is nothing natural.
How to combat London cold.
Exactly, yeah. I'm going to take the tube. No, you're taking the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a
Then you
tube,
turn
buddy.
into a tube.
Yeah, you turn it a tube.
Oh my God. I feel like this year should be different. Don't you
Yes.
agree?
I think every year we have this belief, but I think this is the year,
This is the year.
2024. Because I think most of the movies that we watched growing up,
Yeah.
and they had all like the futuristic movies,
Right.
By 2020 something is usually the year that's
It
going
was
to happen.
always,
right?
yeah.
It was always
Except that it was
2020.
like 2012 when they predicted the world will end.
And also, like Terminator was supposed to come back also sometime. I
Oh,
forget
yeah,
now.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so if anybody did have someone with a red eye, laser beam eye, like chasing after you,
Yeah.
let us know. I really want to know if that actually happened.
Yeah. I wish some of these things, because we're supposed to have flying cars.
Yeah.
We're nowhere near close to flying cars.
Exactly,
I'm very
yeah.
disappointed in the future.
I mean, I'm looking at Elon Musk going like, buddy, you shouldn't have bought like Twitter.
Yeah, he's making a fucking exactly,
Yeah.
buying Twitter and making like a stupid car that's like super heavy and fast. Like, who cares?
That's the thing. He thinks
Make a
he's
flying car.
He thinks he's in a flying car. That's the problem, you know.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I'm flying. I was like, no, you're not, dude.
Nah.
That's a driver.
Yeah.
Okay, they're just driving on, and you own the highway. That's why you're flying.
Yeah.
Through
Oh, yeah.
traffic.
They had the Hyperloop thing. That's supposed to work at some point.
Yeah.
That's actually another tunnel. There you go.
Ah,
Yeah,
there you go, yeah.
Hyperloop is supposed to like be like, sounds so dumb, but it's
Yeah.
basically like for cars or whatever to have. It's a tunnel through like a mountain or a hill or something, but it's supposed to be like the cars are kind of flying somehow,
Oh, okay.
or it's not a magnetic train. It's like something much faster because the air is not there, so things travel faster.
Oh, so there's no friction like that.
Yeah.
Wow,
But
so-
even the maglev, so the maglev in Shanghai is like that.
Yes.
But like that's something like way more advanced than even a maglev.
Because you have to have the magnetic thing at the bottom of your,
Yeah,
your
well, the maglev
vehicle.
is very cool, except that last time when I was there, so the maglev goes up to 430 kilometers,
Jeez.
which is insane.
It's crazy.
Apparently now they cap it at like 300, which is still very fast.
Yeah.
But like when it goes to 430, it's magnetic levitation, right? So it's
Yeah.
maglev. So it like literally floats above the tracks.
Yeah.
And you can feel it just like flying. It's really
Oh,
cool.
man.
Yeah. So I think it's the fastest like people transport train in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, what was the
And it cuts the distance on the Shanghai metro
Yeah.
from that station to the airport.
Yeah.
So on the metro it takes about 45 minutes. It goes in 8 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
that
really
is-
cool.
That is I mean, but this is the thing that I don't understand, because the planes can fly at 400 to 500 kilometers per hour.
Right.
So what was the need of the? Sorry, it's 800 kilometers per hour. So what was the need of the maglev?
Oh yeah, you could have just flown from
Yeah.
central Shanghai to the airport if you're late. I don't know what your point is.
No, my point is like, why didn't they put that kind of in research technology?
Oh, I see.
Into thinking about like better ways to make the plane land or something. You
Yeah,
know?
I see.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like, why even have the whole maglev thing? But I guess it's just easy to get on. Boom, you're not
Yeah.
in the sky, right?
Yeah, not in the sky.
Ah,
yeah,
okay,
sky
okay.
bus is no fun.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
Yeah,
yes.
you're trapped. You can't really.
That's
yeah.
true. Actually, I think it's just the fact that you don't have to be in the sky, so you don't have the distance from everything else. Should you need to have access to stuff?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because just in case so the maglev, the train itself is a tube.
Yes.
Ah,
train itself is a tube.
Okay, hey, let's put it this way, everyone. What you should do today, right? If you're really trying to like find new inspirations to life, today is the day you notice around your house how many tubes do you have?
Yeah.
Okay, how many tubes do you have? And what you do with it, see how many of them are the ones that you can crush with your hand,
Right.
as in like a toothpaste tube.
Yeah.
You have that one.
Yeah.
Versus like
I don't even know if that qualifies as a real tube.
well,
Because it's just like a container.
That's
It should
true,
be
actually, yeah.
toothpaste container.
yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really think you really call it a tube, right? A toothpaste, but okay. So the other one is maybe the tube for their tap.
Right.
You have those.
Oh,
tubes.
yeah. That
Yeah,
looks
tube.
more tubey.
Yeah,
than-
you have tube, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to look around all the piping and everything. Now, I bet you anything, nobody over here has ever in their whole lifetime of existing wherever they are now has actually looked at all the tubes in their house.
No,
I
because
guarantee not.
people have better
Yeah.
things to do.
Yeah.
However, on the 1st of January,
Yes.
they probably don't.
Yeah, they probably
so,
don't.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably thinking of what to do for the next year, how to make the next year different. But
Yes.
before then, you can look around and find the tubes.
Yeah, because I can tell you already now, on the 1st of Jan, usually a lot of people would be like, hey, come out for a walk, you know, how you start your year.
Gym
and everything.
subscriptions go up.
They go up.
through the roof.
Oh, through the roof, man. Usually, like on the 30th, 31st, I'm like, all right, this is the year, man.
Yeah.
This is the year. And like, yeah, for me as well, every single year it's the same deal. All right, you know what, 1st Jan.
Yeah.
Now I've just come to the point that I'm going to start my New Year's resolutions, like let's say 3 or 4 days ahead of time. In other
Yeah.
words, much like how you celebrated the Backstage Comedy Show on the 30th of December.
Right.
Versus like 31st, you're doing the
Yeah.
New Year show. Like 3-4 days before the 1st of Jan, I'm like, all right, let me start getting into this, man. Let me see if this really actually works. So I have like a little pre-rehearsal, right? Where I'm just
Oh
like,
my
okay.
God, how fun was that show?
Oh, that show was fantastic,
Yeah,
man. Yeah,
so
it was a
fun.
packed crowd.
Yeah.
And just like people were just in good mood and good
Yeah,
spirits.
everyone is in such good mood.
Yeah.
I think it's also because they know it's a long holiday. People have such good mood when they're on a long.
yeah.
Yeah, they're like Monday's off. Oh my God, life
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
And you're still in the beginning of the weekend, which they're still like not completely wrecked.
Yeah.
And these have money to spend.
Yeah.
Like if that was like on the Sunday, on the Monday, we're screwed. You know.
Yeah, they're
Because they're
already
like,
like-
on the Monday, they're like, oh my God, what did I do over the
Yeah.
weekend? Where's
Yeah.
my money?
It's the same hopefulness, right?
Yeah, exactly.
31st of December, I'm like, this year is going to be different. And 31st of December next year, you're like, man, this year has been brutal, man. I mean, like, one of the things I remember writing in my notes, and I did review this morning, is yesterday morning, is that I was like, okay, 2023 is going to be the year of balance. You know, I'm going to try to find balance between, you know, work and you know, walking around and enjoying my
You
life.
can use some of that as
can-
someone who's pretty close to you. You
Yeah,
should-
dude. Oh, yeah, absolutely,
you should
man.
balance a bit.
Dude, the number of times my to-do list has a reminder of walk in park. Like literally,
Look
like,
outside.
Yeah, look outside, walk in
From
park.
9 to 9:05.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the crazy thing, honestly, is that has been on my to-do list. And okay, so this is what I have, right? I have this reminder list of things
Mm.
like, hey, man, you know, you don't have to do it, but I highly recommend you do. Okay. And it reminds me every, let's say, 5 days. I go for a walk, you know, you've done
Is
this,
it like what? Brush your teeth, and you're
I
like,
have brushed my teeth on my to-do list as well. I kid you not. I literally have
Yeah.
that. Because there have been days that I've been so overwhelmingly busy / you know the days when you have so much on your mind.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, did I even
right.
You know?
So
I
you
have that
actually
on-
have a check mark. to
Yes,
it.
I have
Yeah.
a check mark. Like it's ridiculous. I have a
Yeah.
check mark for that. I came to a point in my life where I was like, you know what? Why not just have it? Because if anything, it makes me feel like I did something today.
Yeah.
I brushed my teeth. Yeah,
Right. Yeah,
So-
that is smart.
Yeah, so I do
Yeah.
that just to kind of get the ball rolling. But yeah, the walk in the park thing has always been my thing, and literally every single time I go for a walk in the park, I'm like, hey, this is pretty nice, man. I
Yeah.
should do this more. Hey, we should do this more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like people. I know you hate it, but like people going hiking. In the
Yeah.
beginning, you're like, I'm not gonna fucking
Yeah.
go walk like up a hill for an hour. Every time I go, at the end of it, I'm like, this feels great.
Yeah.
Every single time, I'm like, I'm glad I did this.
Yeah.
But it's always the fucking starting. The
Yeah.
starting anything is really the hardest part usually.
I mean, other than procrastination, that's easy to start. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. Well,
Yeah.
I'm good at it.
So we're starting the year. What are we doing differently? Tell
So
me.
first of all, other than looking at tubes and
Yeah.
tunnels, right, I think this year for a lot of people, for me as well, is that obviously with more comedy finally opening up, we can
Yeah.
decide, okay, now let's
Yeah.
start thinking big. So you and myself were doing a lot more traveling as well this year. I know
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going down to Australia to do shows there as well.
Yeah.
And that's the goal as well. So Australia's kind of semi-conquered-ish
Yeah.
with like plans already. Now the next idea is, of course, let's say North America and
Yeah.
UK and stuff. But of course, that's all later because it's like, okay, I gotta like put everything together. Got
Yeah.
my own little my apartment stuff that I gotta sort out. But hopefully by the time the year ends, if I'm still like renovating, I will literally like need to like hit myself against the wall. And I'm like, how are we still
I
renovating?
know you can't be renovating renovating for a whole year.
Oh my goodness,
I can
man.
see all of the walls on your house as we're sitting here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Yeah,
a pretty
it
small
cannot
place.
take that long.
It cannot. I can
Yeah.
actually do it. Like I can just come over and do it. Help you do it.
I could probably take a course on a renovation.
Exactly.
Practice enough to be professionally licensed.
Yes.
And then do it and not end the year. You understand?
we are remember. Oh yeah, we should bring a genie into the house.
Yeah.
where we can use the license that we have to
Oh.
like the to
Oh
do
yeah,
your
yeah,
lighting.
Oh, you meant the G. I meant you like Aladdin G. Like, yeah. So everyone, just to remind you again, when Dr. Jason Leung did a show in Hong Kong
Yeah.
at PMQ Cube, to adjust the spotlights, we had to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And they provide you a genie lift. Now, if you don't know what that is, just go online, Google genie lift.
Yeah,
all right?
GS 19 something.
Yeah, GS something, 19
Right.
whatever, right? And so they needed us to have a license. I'm like, I don't have a license. Like, we need a license. I was like, can I hire someone with a license? Like, sure you can. And I go ask around. It's like stupidly expensive.
Right.
And those guys will show up for an hour, do adjustments, and leave. And they're like, oh, by the way, at the end of the show, you have to readjust the lights again. I'm like, what the hell, dude? This is insane.
Yeah.
So then I asked her, like, what is the method? Have you never had anyone else who doesn't have a license, and how did they do it? They're like, I mean, you could actually get trained. And so we did that, and I was like, it's a quota of I think 15 people for like 2,000 something bucks.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could do it on my own, which is like stupid because like, why would I waste that quota? Give it to everyone to just enjoy.
Right.
And I just literally just asked everyone, you want to do it? Oh, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah.
And then I remember that day that a bunch of us were there, and like clearly when that seafood, the main guy came in, he looked at us like, okay, what? Like,
It was a random mix of people too.
Oh,
It was
absolutely.
you, me, your girlfriend,
My mom.
your mom.
yeah. Graham, who has like gray hair.
Yeah, Graham.
And the
It's like
guy's
a very intense gray hair man.
Yeah, he's always like ready hyper. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Hi."
yeah.
And I remember the guy.
He
just-
is you if you don't slow down.
Exactly.
basically.
Yeah. Over
Yeah.
in 20 years,
In
right?
20
Yeah.
years, you're looking at your future. That's why
Exactly,
you work
yeah.
with him.
That's why. I'm
As
like,
a
he gets
reminder,
it.
don't be that.
Yeah, exactly. This guy gets it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then but the trainer was pleasant. And so now we can officially, according to the certification,
Yeah.
we're only allowed to use the genie in the PMQ premises.
Right.
So even if I brought the genie here to
Yeah.
like work on the ceilings,
Yeah.
I cannot
You
legally.
need another
I need a different license. Yeah. Even though I know exactly how to use it. Not that we're gonna remember. I
Yeah.
guarantee we're gonna go.
Oh
Like,
no,
shit,
no, I
can't
have
remember.
no idea. This
I-
is exactly like a regular exam back in the day.
Yeah.
When you're like, studying overnight or whatever, you're like, I'm just gonna go dump this tomorrow on the exam paper.
Yeah.
Walk out, completely forgot everything.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
You still have no idea, like all of these years of freaking out for exams.
Yeah.
Like chemistry, I hated chemistry. I hated physics. I loved biology. But like the biology stuff, I still remember because I liked it. But like the amount of stuff I had to study for physics, that like Newton laws or whatever, like
Yeah.
that I will never use ever again. I know there's gravity. That's the end of it.
Yeah, that's good enough, man.
That's
I mean,
good
like,
enough.
yeah, and-
The exam paper should say, "Do you believe in gravity?" And if the answer is no, then you're fucked. Because
Yeah,
that means
exactly.
you're
Yeah.
like you're cookie.
Would you say like that's the one thing that pretty much everyone, no matter you're flat earther or in denial or whatever, gravity is the thing that everybody believes in? Have you ever met an anti-gravity guy?
I'm sure they exist.
I'm sure these, but I've
Yeah.
never actually met someone who challenges gravity. Like to the point they might say it's not as strong as you think, or like things don't drop as fast or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I've never actually met someone who defies that there's no such thing as
Oh, actually,
gravity.
we were down that rabbit hole last night with some of the comics after the show, and how far the conspiracies go. And apparently, one of them is that Australia doesn't exist. There are some people who are like just believe Australia is a hoax, and some people also believe planes / air tubes
Yeah.
are also fake. So they never take planes because they think everything they see is just like when people say they go on planes and
Yeah.
go from one A to B, they're like, no, that's not real.
This was an audience member?
No. It's just like the general conspiracies.
Oh,
Like
wow.
how far, like, there is the mainstream ones like flat earthers and 9/11
Yeah, those
and
are
stuff
the
like that.
those are hard to fight. Like
Yeah,
argue
yeah.
too much like of a general layperson, but a plane and stuff like that's
Yeah,
pretty
actually, we
damn
should
obvious.
get Garen Chu back on the podcast because he's fascinated with the whole conspiracy and he knows a lot more about it.
Yeah.
Than most people I know. He just
All right, well,
likes conspiracies.
That brings us to another thing to start the year with. Like, what is your conspiracy
Right.
theory of life? Like, for example, I have a conspiracy theory that we actually have 25 hours, but just Hong Kong has 24, or like Hong Kong has 23, and we actually have like more time.
Right.
And somehow the government controls all clocks or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second, how do I feel more relaxed with time in UK?
Yeah.
But over here, I'm always tight for time. Yeah.
That is a good point.
That is a good point.
I think even like right now I have visitors and even they're like,
How am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, why does it feel like I don't have time here, but everywhere
Yeah.
else? And look, I can go straight into the science and everything. I actually have done a little bit of research about this, and time is one of those weird things that it literally is such a. Okay, you know, like how you have the whole like the world is really what you perceive and not what it really is.
I think by your research, you meant like you watched too many Christopher Nolan movies.
Yeah, one of
That's
those things like the time went backwards. How do I do that?
Exactly.
I go buy
you
a
should
top.
get off Inception. And
Yeah, I go
the
buy
other
a
one that
spin it
goes
on my
like people.
table.
What is it? Interstellar? Not Interstellar. The last one that where they were walking backwards and shooting. The bullets were going back into the guns. Tenet. Yeah. That was a mind fuck.
Yeah, man. All I can say is that like what annoys me the most is that the more I read about it, the worse it gets because I'm like, this is all making sense and this is not good because what it basically says is it's very simple. Okay, it's like your perception of time is very biased. Okay, so for example, if let's say you have a lot of people running around you and everything, you already feel that time flies faster because I'm sure we've all had those moments where you're like, wow, it's only 10. I mean, I feel like I've done so much in the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
Or like, really? It's only been 2 hours, right?
Right.
And I think that's the issue. Is that the more I know, I'm like, so it's all about my perception. Okay. So I still have the same amount of work. I'm still overloaded as hell, right? And I'm like, but I'm going to perceive it like time's going slower.
Right.
And it annoys me even more because now I'm noticing every minute.
Yes.
You know, and it's like, oh
and
my
you're
God.
wasting time literally looking at the clock.
Looking at
and
the clock.
thinking, I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, how much time has passed?
Because that's the issue. My work still will take me 10 minutes, but now I'm noticing how it's 9 minutes left.
Right,
8
right.
minutes left.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, the work's not done yet. Oh my God. And nothing
You're
improved.
psyching yourself out.
Yeah.
That's not good.
10 minutes later, I still it takes me 10 minutes to finish, but now I know it took me 10 minutes. Before I was like, oh, that took 10 minutes. All right, cool. So now it's even worse because I'm like, at the 1 minute mark, I'm like, I'm going to lose 9 minutes because there's no way I can get around this.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanna freak yourself out even more, you can think of it as like every time you look at the clock, you're actually closer to your death.
Yeah.
Than when you started the task.
Yeah. It's horrible, right? Yeah, every single day. So
Good luck finishing the task.
Happy
and
New
also
Year.
realizing that like in whatever, not even 100 years, in about 3 years,
Yeah.
no one will give a shit about the task you're doing now.
I think so,
And in
yeah.
50 years, no one will even remember your name.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
good luck.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't want to have kids.
That's a great way to start the year, man. Yeah. All these resolutions, no one cares.
No one cares.
That tunnel you built, nobody cares.
Nobody
man.
cares.
Now, whether you have 2 or 3 tubes at your home, nobody cares, man. Ultimately, that's what we're learning over
That's
here.
what we're
So
learning.
stop whining, stop bitching about your life.
Actually,
Oh,
that is okay. So again, my buddy Kareem mentioned me that like we bitch a lot on the
Oh,
podcast,
yeah,
but
right,
also he doesn't understand that we're doing it for comedic effect. But also, both of us in a way have a similar like look on life on some
Yeah.
things. Not necessarily it doesn't reflect on comedy the same way because you're more observational than me, and I'm more just like, I guess like finding negative things.
Yeah.
Like for me, humor comes from finding something negative in
Yeah.
pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like bitching about it or complaining. It's just like what's fucked up about any situation.
Yes.
What I realized doing like after 10 years doing comedy or 11, people go like, what's your voice, quote unquote.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
after all this time, I finally realized it is that. It's
Yeah.
actually any
The
situation
negative.
because I can like, look at my set. I'm like, oh yeah, every single time, whatever the topic is or however approach I have to it, or if it's a personal story or not, I'm usually talking about the negative things of
Yeah.
whatever the topic on hand is.
And how does that?
But that's
make
how
you
I find.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel happy because that means I can find something negative in almost anything, and
Oh,
that means
really?
nothing is perfect.
Oh, dude, this is good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
Be very careful how you answer.
Yeah.
Bakehouse chocolate cookie.
All right, I'll find something negative
let's do
pretty
this.
quickly.
You're like, it's gonna give you saturated fat. It's gonna.
No,
make you
it's just the fact that like I have to line up with the blips.
Dude, let me just say, Bakehouse, congratulations on getting all this mass market purchasing of your
Yeah.
cookies. But seriously, man, like we need to have some sort of fast pass, man.
Yes, fast pass for
You-
loyal customers like us.
Yeah, I mean,
we literally had the freaking CEO here or whatever his title
and
is.
yet here we are with the peasants of no. The crazy thing is like even in Soho over here, dude. Every time I will come back, I'm like I'm gonna get my cookie and everything.
I'm so pro closing the borders back at this point. It's insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, can we please have a quarantine for some people?
Get somebody a little bit more over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were saying that, yeah, you're right. So what you're saying is that you will somehow find something negative to point out.
Yes.
Okay, you're not whining like, oh
no,
my God, the
no. I
cookie
just
that's
pointed out, obviously for comedic effect.
Ah, okay.
But
okay.
I'm able to find it pretty quickly. And
All right.
that's, for me, that's where the humor is.
Okay, so what about the kid who opens his or her present on Christmas Day, and that's exactly what he wanted? Like, oh my God, this is the toy I've been dreaming about. I can't believe I actually have it.
I mean, the simple one is that I would not say that on stage, but the simple thought that came to my mind right now is that, like, yeah, you're gonna be dead in like 70 years.
Ah,
and no
come
one
on.
remembers.
But that's the catch-all, right? That's
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
gotta-
why I would not say that on stage.
Yeah, but I'm saying we gotta think of like the more specific. Like for example,
Mm.
I would have thought that the kid's got the present of his dreams.
Yeah.
Which means he's set up for a disappointment next year.
yeah,
Right? Because there's no way you can top that.
Right,
You're at the
right.
peak. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? How old are you? Like 7? Dude, you're screwed.
yeah.
Right? So you
I
have
mean,
that.
yeah, you can also think of it as like when he knows, is he gonna be as excited when he realizes that it's his dad who got it instead of Santa?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right over there, you find out the truth behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if I were a 7-year-old kid and I wouldn't really care where the source was from, whether it's stolen or
Yeah,
bought,
if it's
doesn't
like
make
his
a
favorite
difference.
like PlayStation or whatever. Yeah.
But what is going to happen now is that excitement he's feeling right now, that adrenaline rush, is going to fade out.
Yeah.
By let's say like 4th of Jan.
Exactly. That's a great point because
Yeah.
you're pretty much starting the year on such a high
Yeah.
that it's almost impossible to top it.
Yeah, you can't be in the wave riding constantly. You have to eventually have the flat
Yeah.
waters, right? Ah, okay.
So I would say, yeah, you should do it the opposite. You should like start the
year low.
Start the year low.
All right, let's try another one. Okay.
Yeah.
So the negative side of basically getting some more cash handouts from the government.
Yeah.
All right, let's try that one.
Again, first thought is inflation. Everything, the prices are going even more up.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty good. I would say the government becomes an enabler because now you have $3,000 or $4,000 that you didn't expect.
Yes.
And you clearly are not going to be responsible with that.
Yes.
That was pure bonus, like literally picked up from the floor bonus, right?
Here's the negative side of it for me is that people are not able to spend it at comedy shows because it's always at like designated bullshit. They can't just give it to other businesses.
Yeah. Because
So
I know
they-
like the Hong Kong Tourism Board actually has like these $100 vouchers that they were giving out for a while.
Yes, yeah. I think they're still there for like tourists, actual tourists. But they also designated places. But like for those consumption vouchers for COVID, you can't spend them at like base hall or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you still need to go through like welcome or like it's a fucking corporate scheme.
Yeah. It's their
So
own people kind of.
That's the negative side. You can't give it to me. So fuck that. Don't give it to anybody.
That's not positive at all. We don't need that shit.
We don't need that.
All right, let's try one last thing over here is that you actually go to the gym and you work out on the day and somehow every muscle is engaged.
Right.
And then the gym chick that you've always looked at,
Yeah.
and you're like, man, I don't know what she's doing it right.
Yeah.
She comes over to you and she's like, man, you're looking good.
Right.
That's happened all on 1st of January.
Yeah.
She looks at you, she's like, hey, would you like to work out together?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. And then on top of that, she said, then afterwards we can go treat ourselves to dinner. Would you be interested in that?
Whoa.
Right? Okay, all
this
that's
is
happening.
becoming too good now.
It's getting too good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you clearly can. The vibe is like, dude, I think she's into me. I don't know what it is. Like maybe this is a rebound. I don't really care what it could be.
Right.
But the negative side of that happening, like you're at the gym. I don't know what your pump just worked out. You know,
Yeah.
the blood just flowed just right. Everything's perfect. And suddenly she's like, I think this is the guy.
I think the negative side is that I will have to post about it.
Yeah.
And I will just be like one of those guys on Instagram who's like, look at this new muscle I have.
Yeah.
And then I would just be like a gym bro on
Yeah.
Instagram and then I'll hate myself.
Ah, okay. Like, hey guys, look at the tricep.
Yeah.
More like try harder.
So that's the reason I don't have like crazy muscles is
Yeah.
because I don't want to be that guy. That's the
show
only
off.
reason stopping me from being like a huge gym buff
I
guy.
think
I'm
you-
totally capable of doing it.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I don't want to be that guy. And there is no way of stopping me if I become that guy to not like flash everyone at every point, like look at my tits.
That's
how
true,
big
actually.
they are.
Like, you don't want to be the guy that goes to the gym in front of the mirror where everyone's got the dumbbells and everything
Yeah.
and decides, let me lift up my shirt and see how hard that crunch did for
Exactly.
me. Right?
Exactly.
Let me just look in front of everyone like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I do still have a six-pack. When I
Yeah.
walked in, I had it. I still have it now.
Exactly.
I mean, okay, that's the last thing I want to say is, like, for everyone who goes to the gym and everything, I really appreciate it. I work out Pure and you get a lot of really fit people.
Yeah.
Right? And I really appreciate that gym mostly because you do get a lot of people who are serious about what they do.
Yeah.
But the number of people who go there and they're dressed to literally kill. Like they're dressed really well with the top level fitness outfits, all
Yeah.
that stuff. And then they go there, and the number of times the caps have been in there. You've got the people with the all the fancy stuff, and then you've got the person who goes in front of in the mirror and has to lift up their shirt to look at themselves and be like, all right, that's a six pack. I'm
Yeah.
like, come on, man, that was unnecessary.
Yeah, and you can also just do it at home, but I guess it doesn't count if no one is watching.
Yeah, no one's exactly. And the thing though is like, I'm like, can we please ban that? It's
Yeah.
not so much about like the showing off thing. It's like you're encouraging this behavior.
Yes.
Which is unnecessary. Like, come on, dude, you have a six pack.
Also, you have like 2 or 3 cookies from Big House. Those 6 packs are gonna be gone.
Oh, for sure. dude.
Quickly.
Oh yeah, that's the negative side of the cookies, isn't it?
But then, yeah, I mean, if you go there every time, I don't know what you are doing wrong,
Yeah.
but based on what happened on stage last night, which
Yeah.
by the way cracked me up so much, I was actually gasping for air as you were on stage
Yeah,
for different reasons.
Yeah.
I was gasping for air from laughing. But to explain to the audience quickly what happened because that was fucking
Hold on,
hilarious.
before you've never seen that bit before?
I've seen it many times,
Oh,
but
you've
I
seen
don't
it.
think you.
I
you
do
have
the air
done
thing
it.
all the time, but not to this level.
Not to this level
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
felt last night you were actually gassing out.
Yeah.
So which was so funny. So explain to the audience quickly what
All right.
happened.
So basically, what I have is I have this old classic bit of mine talking about how I don't go clubbing, and the
Right.
reason is why because every song in clubs to me is around the same. It's
Right.
always a dukchi 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 dukchi, right?
Right.
And so the whole story goes about me in the club, and I'm dancing and stuff like that, and I'm talking to this lady in the club, and the idea is that I'm going to keep the music playing,
Yeah.
to do the whole scene.
Sure.
So I'll do all my dialogue with music before, so I'm
So
like.
you have 2 characters, you and a girl. Yeah.
You and me and the girl, and then also the music in the background. So now I've got to
Right.
go like let's just say we're conversing with the girl, right?
Sure.
So I got to the audience. I'll be like with my mouth just going dukchi 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 dukchi. Hey, what's up? Dukchi 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 dukchi.
Right.
And then the lady's like dukchi dukchi dukchi. Dukchi. Aren't you the comedian? Dukchi dukchi dukchi. Now just imagine like dukchi dukchi dukchi, right?
Yeah.
Forget even being a tongue twister.
Yeah.
After a while, you're just like dukchi 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 dukchi, right?
And the bit is like 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes.
Quite a long bit.
I've just been going dukchi dukchi. What's
Yeah.
up, dukchi dukchi, that kind of thing. And the best part is at one point, and I think like maybe many years ago when I first did this, I was like, man, this is actually quite tough to keep the
Right.
endurance
Keep the
going.
en- yeah,
and I
do it.
decided to incorporate a quote unquote real/fake running out of breath segment.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I've actually done this bit in I think 2017 Melbourne Comedy Festival. I
Right.
did it for a show of 12 shows straight.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
every night
God.
I'm running out of breath.
Oh no.
Right?
Yeah.
And the idea is that last night, I hadn't done this bit in like, I don't know how long. And I did it last night, and I was like, okay, I got to run out of breath and everything. But maybe my years of experience now have improved, where I'm like, I'm gonna go all in.
Yeah.
And literally, go, dukchi, 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 dukchi.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Dukchi, 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 right?
Yeah.
And by the fourth sentence, I'm like, dukchi, dukchi, dukchi. Yeah, tell me a joke. Dukchi, dukchi, dukchi. I'm losing it. Like my mouth can't do because I haven't practiced so much.
Right.
And yeah, I was running out of breath to the point I'm like. And the audience is like dying laughing.
Yeah. Last night I was like, it was so funny.
Yeah, I did that, and then I'm like, man, I gotta write easier jokes.
Yeah.
This is so
That's a great
stupid.
line too.
Yeah, right. Who writes a joke they can't
Yeah,
tell?
because you're also like, because you're writing such like, it's very funny, but it's very like frugal, right? Like it's not a
Yeah.
important story at all.
Yeah, it's not important.
You're not
It's just
talking about
stupid.
climate change
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
exactly. It's just dumb shit.
It's a very dumb story. Like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, and then that's the craziest thing is like I remember that was one of my favorite bits because I was like, man, that is such a good live bit.
Yeah.
That even if you knew I'm gonna run out of breath,
Yeah.
you're like, dude, watch this part. This is it. You gotta watch this. Oh, he did it again,
Yeah.
right? And it's annoying because like the funny thing is, someone in the audience last night came up to me like, oh, that was really good, and Gamma was like, I haven't seen that bit in so long.
Right, yeah.
It's so good to see you run out of breath, and she's like, oh, that's an old bit. And I'm like, let me tell you something. Okay,
Yeah.
that's an old classic bit I haven't done in so many years.
Yeah, to be fair to you, there was like a last minute dropout. So
Yeah.
I asked you quite last minute to add 5 minutes to your
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much that bit.
Yeah,
Right, that's the 5 minute
itself.
bit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was if you were there at the show, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about. And yeah, the cat's out of the hat where actually that run out of breath thing is not 100% real. Like I
Yeah.
actually still maybe I won't faint obviously.
Yeah.
But like last night, I put it in where I was like, I need to literally feel the vein popping in
Sure.
my head.
Yeah.
all that stuff's gonna happen, and they gotta feel like this guy's really running out of breath. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's good acting.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we doing different this year?
All
Tell
right, so
me.
this year, I think first of all is that we've got to do the opposite of what we did last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Which for me, obviously, is to find the balance.
Right. Oh yeah,
Right.
balance.
I highly doubt that's going to happen because I've done that every single year. I've looked at my notes. I'm like, oh, this year, man, I got to do this and everything.
Yeah.
And I've come to the point, maybe now that I'm 41, I'm like, it's not going to happen.
Right.
What I can do is maybe just reduce what I don't like doing, which is usually taken upon way too much and stretching myself out way too thin. Now, I'm confident that next year I will have more control of what things I have to deal with.
Right.
And hence, therefore, I'm like, you know what? I don't need this. I'm just throw that away. This year I had too many things where I just thrown at me to deal with.
Yeah.
But that next year, I think for sure, I'll be like, you know what? Start rejecting a bit more. For example, nowadays, like when people ask me for MCing gigs and everything, and before I'm like, no, I'll do this gig. It's pretty fun. I'll do that and everything. Now I have a line where I'm like, I won't do this. For example, as I've said before, I don't do wedding events. Like,
Right,
I just
right.
don't do them.
Yeah.
Not
Period.
passing
Yeah.
that period, right? And even if it's like, oh, here's a blank check, I'm like, it's not about that, man.
Yeah.
It's just one of the things that I really thoroughly do not enjoy.
Right.
Sure, the money will be great, but while I'm there, I'm like, man, I don't need to be doing this. I don't deserve to have to go through this shit, right? And so I think that's the one thing that keeping my lines and saying that I'm not crossing the line, that's it.
Yeah.
So for example, if those gigs I don't do, I won't do red eye flights, like the late night red eye flights. I'm like, man, no, just don't. That will destroy me for a whole week. So I don't. I think my next year thing is like, do not cross my lines anymore for any reason, whatever. Even though I don't have that many lines. But
So
yeah.
it's basically in the language of like millennial white people, it's
Yeah.
boundaries.
boundaries.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
say
You have
no.
to draw your boundaries.
Yeah, draw my
Yeah.
boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, God, don't make me go there.
I think
okay?
it's most millennials. That's not fair to white people. It's all millennials, just
Yeah.
annoying millennials
Yeah,
in general.
yeah, have to label it.
Yeah,
It's my
yeah.
boundary.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
I don't
crossing
even
my-
know. Are we millennials or are we like Gen?
No, I think
Z?
we're like Gen something because like we're 80s, right?
Yeah.
So we're not really millennials.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
So I think
Yeah, that's
different.
good.
Yeah, but I think ultimately that's the thing. Whatever generation you are, you have that little boundary thing, but
Yeah.
it's always so hard, dude.
You know what's so funny is like every time, like now we're at like there is like 2 or 3 generations or like adults younger
Yeah.
than us.
Yeah.
And every one of them is shitting on the younger one.
Oh, absolutely.
Every one of them. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
funny because you're like, sometimes you're like, oh no, I don't want to
just
sound
me,
old
yeah.
and grumpy.
Yeah.
Shitting on the next generation. And then you talk to them and they're like, these fucking 18-year-olds are idiots. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you're an idiot. You're 21. What are you
Yeah,
talking
what do you
about?
know?
Yeah, exactly. But it's just like the cycle of life, I guess, is like
Yeah.
every generation, like, of course, you talk to like your parents and they think we're stupid. But then you're like, I genuinely feel bad. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't want to be like that grumpy old guy who's like saying, oh, TikTok sucks.
Yeah.
But then the guys on TikTok are just going like, the next generation
Yeah.
blows because they're doing wacky shit. I'm like, oh my God.
So let me ask you this then. So what are the things, have you come to the point in your life where you're trying to relive certain young moments? Like certain things like let's say you find old like comic books or like old cards and like, oh man, that's this, I remember those days.
Yeah, right now, because of the freedom that I have in terms of like flexibility over like full control over my schedule.
Yeah.
I do catch up a lot on like old TV shows that I haven't
nostalgic, yeah.
nostalgic TV shows and stuff that I either didn't have time when I was growing up or I literally wasn't allowed to. I told this on the podcast before, but I love David Letterman. That's one of my
Yes.
influences early on
Yeah.
was to stay up and watch David Letterman. And now, if you open my YouTube, it's like a lot of Letterman.
Yeah, catching up on all
yeah,
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
just catching up. Like I literally just put Letterman like interviews. Like I love his interviews with Norm Macdonald. It's
Yeah.
so funny. Sometimes he would have just like a random rant with Paul Schaefer, and I just like they're basically riffing
Yeah.
on something. They're just
Yeah.
like open the show. I feel like if you've done it long enough, just like this podcast,
Yeah.
you can just what's happening. You can just turn the cameras on,
Yeah.
and you know what
Oh, for
we're
sure.
doing.
I
So
mean-
sometimes I feel like they literally just like he opens the show and he has an idea, but like not really, and then he would just like talk to Paul, and then you just riff, and it's
Yeah.
like so good.
I think that's the thing is that once you've done certain things long enough, you build this kind of confidence. You're like,
Yes.
I'll figure it out. And I
Exactly.
think that's what's happened to me as well. That sometimes I go to private events, right? And
Mm-hmm.
every room is different. You're like, oh man, this room's gonna suck. This and everything. I've hit the point now that I feel a bit confident that whatever room you throw at me, whatever situation, whether the sound sucks, the light sucks,
Yeah.
whatever, I'll be like, I'm gonna figure it out.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
one way or another, something will happen. Whatever, we'll get through this.
Of course.
Before you're like, oh man, I'm gonna die on stage. Now I'm gonna die on stage. I know that.
Yes.
But like, I'm gonna figure something out and
Yeah.
work it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that gig we did recently in Melbourne. I don't know if it was on the free episode or Patreon. Patreon.com/ohopod for the other untold stories.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think I told in the free one, the gig we did, the biking gig we did in Melbourne, where it looked like a complete disaster, Annie and I.
Oh yeah, you're on the moving bike thing.
Yeah.
Ah.
And it was like a big marquee of like 1,000 people or whatever. And I actually, one of the times that my instinct as a producer failed because I looked at it, I'm like, this is going to be a complete disaster.
Yeah.
And I walked on cold opening.
Yeah.
And it was super fun.
Yeah, it was like the Better with Beer thing in Hong Kong, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Similar
we went there,
thing.
we're like, man.
But
this
I
is
think
not-
you're right because maybe it's a little bit of the imposter syndrome, which you all have, I guess, but it's also just like already being like, I guess when you think of a gig this way, it also, you are on 100% alert, which is actually why the gigs end up being good.
Yeah.
Because you're expecting them to go bad.
Yeah, so you're like
in
extra careful, yeah.
Exactly, extra careful. So I think it's that cycle. And I think if you relax about it, that's when you start fucking up. When you go into Better with Beer, when it looks like a really tough gig, you're like,
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah.
That's when you're in trouble.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I actually like to keep thinking that every gig is going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
Because that's when they turn good.
Yeah.
But I need to genuinely keep thinking that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't like relax and be like, yes, of course you know you'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
But in the beginning you have to have that like, oh my God, what's gonna happen thing.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, what's happened now is that, every gig, I think maybe partly because people have certain expectations of me as well. So when I go and say, like, oh, it's Vivek, that guy, right? He better be funny. I'm
Right.
like, man, okay, if I don't do well, dude, I have a bigger hill to fall from.
That's true. You have more to lose, I guess, because
Yeah.
if you like
Expectations are higher, yeah.
expectations are higher,
Yeah.
and also word of like, because you get booked for like such high profile events.
Yeah.
That if the word
start
travels
saying,
that
he
this-
was average.
he was average.
Yeah.
That's when you're in trouble.
Yeah.
For sure. One question we should end on: what is Hong Kong going to do differently this year?
So I believe this year, number one, they're not going to have any more sort of quarantine thing ever happening for 2024. I'm pretty damn sure after they've like pretty much put everything in full force.
Just the fact that you're saying that makes me so worried.
Yeah.
That in literally a month, people are gonna pull out this episode like, you fucking jinxed it.
why?
Why did you guys even mention the Q word?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. LGBT.
That makes me
quarantine,
terrified,
yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. No, I for me, honestly, I look at it both ways. That if it does happen again, I think this time we're like way better prepared. We're like, all right, bring it on, bitches.
I think I mentioned it in the podcast. I would say it now in the public episode. If it happens again, I'm killing myself.
Oh, man.
That's it. I'm done.
Man, can we record a few more episodes first?
Yeah. We'll put some in the bank just in
Yeah.
case. I'm ending it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna live through one of these again.
Yeah.
This was so not fun.
Yeah.
That I'm like, no, not happening.
I don't know, I the thing I think that's going to happen differently this year mostly is because I think they're focusing a bit more on the youth and everything like that. So either they're going to be like, okay, let's give the youth a chance, let them express themselves, or they're going to be like, all right, the kids, we got to control the kids now. We got to figure out and then just change the whole education system. But other than that, I really don't see how they're going to change anything much in Hong Kong. It's going to be same old, property's going to be expensive, the tycoons will be richer.
You're in the tycoons category now.
No, I'm not.
Owning
I'm
two
not tycoon.
owning
Damn,
two
dude.
apartments in Hong Kong among the people you know
Yeah.
makes you a tycoon.
Okay.
Yes.
You know who else is the tycoon? The Patreon subscribers.
Yeah,
They're
that
the
is true. The
category.
Patreon
Yeah.
subscribers
They're
are
a
literally tycoon
They get
category.
the same T-shirt I get to wear, the whole Hong Kong T-shirt.
That is
so I'm
true.
just saying.
Yeah.
Think about that. Whole patreon.com/HoHoPod in case you want to get that tycoon level T-shirt. That this
$20 a month. It's
Yeah.
really a good deal, not just for the t-shirt, but it's like such a cool way
Yeah.
to support what we're doing. And
Exactly.
also, reminder that we cannot keep doing this without the Patreon, just so you know.
Absolutely,
Like
yeah.
we obviously don't have sponsors.
Yeah.
You would know about the sponsors by now if you have any. We
Oh.
don't.
Let me tell you, if anybody like comes like with a sponsorship level, don't be like, here's $1 sponsor. You know?
Yeah.
Like if you like literally other than the Patreon subscribers, if you have like an actual legit sponsor who's like,
Yeah.
we want to sponsor you, what would it take to get you to talk about us?
Yeah.
Like talk to us. I'm happy to literally like just unnecessarily simmer your brand into
Yeah.
our episodes. Like where to the point that now it's subconsciously thrown in. Where
Right.
people are like, what did he just say? Like we'll be talking about it. I'll be, hey, so happy New Year, Nike. What's gonna happen over here, Nike? I mean, I'll do stuff like that. Like literally
Yeah.
just like call it Nike.
Yeah.
Right? To the point that we will naturalize your brand in our listeners' minds. In other
Right.
words, we're gonna say it in such a
Yeah,
way.
it's not like it's time for a word from our sponsor.
Yeah.
Trip.com.
Oh yeah. We won't make it so that they're defensive. What we'll
Right.
do is, and I will try to use all the different tones I can think of. So let's
Yeah.
just say, the sponsor is Bakehouse, right?
Right.
I will not just say Bakehouse. I'll say Bakehouse. I'll say Bakehouse.
Yeah.
To the point that every audience absorbs things differently. Some people need, like for example, some people are more into the more military style of training. They want the trainer who's like, get down, give me 20.
Right.
You got some of them are like, come on, you can do 20, you can do it, right? It's the same message. It's still about that brand, but we're going to try to simmer it into different ways. So
Yeah.
that listener who needs the more military style will get the military style.
Right.
The listener who needs the more nice style will get the nice style. And
Yeah.
that way, it's a win-win for everybody. The one who is like, I like to be fit and happy. And he said bakehouse, and I want to get a cookie.
Yeah.
Then versus the other guy, I'm like, it's the 1st of Jan, man. Let's go out and work out, burn that calories, get some six packs. He said bakehouse.
Yeah.
Like, and you got that as well. So
Right.
yeah, we'll do that.
That was a
for
good
sure.
demo, actually. We should just cut this part and send it to the big house.
Yeah, and be
people.
like, if you want,
Yeah,
for
if you
this
want-
fee,
Yeah.
like a fast pass and this amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you never know, man. I think in 2024, maybe we might get our official first sponsor.
Yeah.
So if anybody, again, you might be thinking, I can't afford sponsorship. Hey, hit us a message, hit us up.
We'll see what we can
We'll
do.
discuss. We'll negotiate.
Yeah.
Right. You never know. For all you know, we might end up paying you.
That is unlikely. Let me
It's
just say, as
unlikely,
the other
exactly.
side of this story.
Unless I sponsor myself, could the Patreon, could the podcast pay me?
I mean, technically, we are, Backstage Comedy, which is the producer of this show.
Yes.
Is, I don't know who's
Technically.
paying who, but
Yeah.
Backstage is paying for this. So is the Patreon that pays Backstage.
Exactly,
So,
yeah. So it's
all,
kinda- It's shady. Let's put it that way. Shady.
Hello, immigration department. Please
Yeah.
don't deport me. So this year, Hong Kong, I think, because after the fireworks, hopefully nothing happens.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, hopefully no one steps on anybody and everyone goes home safe.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have a cool Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that is definitely going to happen is that Hong Kong just canceled winter. I'm sitting here in shorts.
Yeah.
In which by the way, mid-December. It's end of December,
Yeah.
1st of January. Which by the way, makes me love Hong Kong so much more given my love for like warm weather in general.
Yeah.
And never want to be in cold weather ever again.
Damn.
I wanted to open the show last night and then Annie fucking talked shit about me, so I had to like
call
respond
back,
back. So called back, so I just forgot my opening. My opening was gonna be Hong Kong winter, right? That was a fun day. That was gonna be my opening because it was literally almost felt like a day.
Yeah.
I came back from Shanghai or China and it was like, I'm like, oh my God, it's cold here.
Yeah.
And then 3 days later, I was wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And that was it. The winter is over, I guess.
I was out in t-shirt and shorts yesterday as well. I was like,
I'm
man,
sitting
I can't
right
believe-
now
yeah.
in t-shirts and shorts, and I'm like,
Ridiculous,
so good.
Yeah.
I'm after this recording, I'm going to Changsha to bike around the island.
Nice.
There is no better place in the world to be like, I guess Australia, but that's too hot now.
Yeah.
Because it's their summer.
Yeah.
And also like you don't want to be around too many of them anyway.
Yeah.
So that's Hong Kong is a place to be.
Yeah.
And I think 2024 we'll continue to be here.
Yeah.
Continue to be in this super fun place and entertain the masses. Maybe you're right. You will maybe get our first sponsor.
Yeah.
We should actually have a goal for ourselves for the podcast to do a live show because we haven't done one this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
So we should do a live
We'll
show.
work it out.
We'll work it out. We'll probably work something out with Base Hall, and then you guys can come through to the live show. Everyone on the Patreon can come for free as well. So patreon.com/hohopod. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you for another year. Oh my God. I lost track of how many years this podcast has been running, but that's the fact that this is still, that we can say that we've been doing it for so many years and you guys are still here. We're not talking to like just, we have the numbers. People
Yeah.
are listening.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
We're not talking to a wall.
Yeah, which is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
And there has been attempts. They're all by our friends and we love them all. But the fact that this is the only English-speaking comedy podcast in the city. Like there have
Yeah.
been like people started and then faded, started and faded.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah.
This is the place. This is the podcast.
Yeah.
And it has been running for so many years. So that's us, everyone. Vivek Mabawani,
Yeah.
Mohammed Magdi. How do people find you, Vivek?
At Funny Vivek. And you?
At the other Mohammed. Follow the Backstage HK, the producer, and we have live shows as well every week, stand-up shows. So check out the schedule. Link in the description. Happy New Year. See you next week.